Watch the interview. LOL.
Ooh. I'm going to have to see this interview. I have not checked that out just yet, man.
Oh, man. Is he just talking Najee Harris at his locker? I might have checked this out. Yeah, he talked about whenever we signed Mitch that I think Mitch flew into Pittsburgh just to say what's up, meet everyone, then flew out for the rest of his offseason training. And I think Najee was saying, like, yeah, Mitch is a good guy. He was speaking very positive about Mitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And he also talked about Pickett, too, in a positive way.
Yeah.
But I get what he's saying. Like, there was a sense that
was his guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. You'd have to watch it, though.
But I guess he did meet him first then, though, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's probably something to what you've been saying, too. Mitch probably feels like he has a better command of everything right now, being in the league for however many years.
You watch him, he does.
Yeah.
He just, like I said, it's not even a skill-related conversation that we're talking about when we talk just the leadership part. Mitch has done this already. You don't have to speculate if this college kid, even though Kenny is older, in NFL eyes, he's still a kid. So it's like, you want to see him prove something before you hear him trying to lead you. We want to see, hey, man, I'm sure when Joe Burrow first showed up to the Bengals OTAs, it wasn't a debate who had a better arm, who was the most talented. It was clear. In those cases, yes, it's easy for them young guys to come in and just lead. But the other cases, like, no, bro, you need to prove it to us. Like, we don't believe just because you was drafted. Most dudes don't even like draft picks because it's like, bro, you think you hot because you drafted, and most of us are either later round picks and we've had to do whatever to overcome it, and it's a handout to you. So it takes a little bit more time. Whereas for Mitch, he's already had to go through that. He did that in Chicago. Then he had to prove that he could do it on his own. He did that. He got a Pro Bowl, right? He has a playoff team where he led a team to the postseason. So he has certain things that are stamped for him that are just naturally, you're going to respect that. Naturally, you're going to gravitate to that. And then when you throw in the fact that he actually is a good dude, I mean, I get the opportunity to watch him in non-football situations at times where they're just, in between stuff before practice start or lunch period or whatever it is. And it's like, man, you watch how he interacts with the guys. You watch how they gravitate around him, how when he's working extra, they want to work extra with him. You heard even the Florida situation. That was his idea. It was him saying, hey, man, y'all come down here work out with me, man. We're going to do this together. Like, that's the type of stuff that you're not going to just get that connection with a rookie. You don't just get that day one. Whereas for Mitch, because he's had this time to do all that, that's why these guys are responding. That's why these guys are speaking so highly of him, man.
He also had a funny comment talking to the media and kind of ripping on him a little bit. Yeah. He's like, you guys get on my nerves. You guys are basically making me sound like I'm Jerome Bettis out here with my weight.
Yeah. Because people don't know how to take, you know how it go, man. You hear, oh, he's big, and then they just kept running. I'm like, bro, y'all got to stop. But yeah, they did pull up the comparisons. I saw that one of my brief social media days. It was like, yo, Jerome Bettis, when he played, was 200 and this much pounds. Najee says he weighs this much pound. Najee's bigger than Jerome Bettis. I'm like, bro, y'all got to stop this.
But he basically clarified what you already said a week or two ago, the conversation he had with you and Wes of like, how much do I weigh? Yeah. And then you guys guessed. He says 244, and then also told you guys he weighed, 240 or 242 something last year. Yeah. Whereas it had him listed at 230.
So
that's why
makes
everyone
like it's a 14, 15 pound jump.
Either way, I don't care that he gained weight or not. It looked like very good weight. It wasn't Eddie Lacy weight. It was him being ripped. So even if it was 15 pounds, it doesn't matter.
Like, that's my whole situation. That was my whole stance with it. Like,
who cares?
I don't care what the number on the scale is. I've seen guys that are extremely big. I've seen guys that were very light in terms of their weight. You heard when me and TG were on the phone, right? What did we say about Shazier? That boy played at 215 at times. Program led him at 225, 230. It was 215 at times. Like, look at the scale. Fully dressed. I'm like, bruh, you wildin'. And they still go out there and get the job done. So it's like, man, as long as you can play, I don't care how much you weigh. I told you, man, my weight forever said 250. I probably played at 250 once. That was my rookie year. Other than that, it was 245, 242, 238. Like, that's just the reality of it. Now, if you can get it done higher, great. Debo, he was a guy that got it done at a bigger weight. He wasn't always light. You can do either or as long as it works for you. And that's the biggest thing with this thing. So as long as Najee is, confident and comfortable with what his plan is, with his nutritionist, man, until we see otherwise, until we see something that says, hey, you need to drop weight, I don't think you mess with it. And knowing Coach Tomlin and seeing how he handled L. Bell, I remember I came in 2014. That was right after his rookie year. And the big conversation all that offseason was, hey, keep dropping that weight. We want you light. We want you light. I don't want you playing that 225, 230 that you played at before. And the reason why he said it was because, it would make you a more explosive athlete. We knew with Elbow, he wasn't the fastest guy. Shifty, but think about rookie year. It wasn't the same as when he came back that second, third, and fourth season. But that was because of Coach Tomlin getting in his ear telling me, you need to be lighter, lighter, lighter. With Najee, you watch how Najee is already running, how explosive he already is. It isn't the same feel. It's not this feel of, you need to lose weight to be a better, more athletic guy. It's like, nah, he's fine where he's at with this thing. So if he was at 240 and all he did was put on 4 pounds, to me, that's not significant. Especially when I'm watching him every day and seeing him move and saying to myself, he's a better athlete this year than he was a year ago. That's my whole, that was my whole stance with it, man.
Yeah, it sounds like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
He got bigger, more jacked, and he's more explosive.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a pretty good combination to me.
And trust me, as a linebacker, I'm going to hate it regardless. You talking about bigger and faster and stronger? Oh, man, come on, man. That's a headache.